Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today the scam has launched green Bitcoin, so we are going to be checking what is happening with the price movement, right? So let me know, are you able to claim your tokens, right? So a lot of people will be able to claim, but also a lot of people will not be able to claim, and also there are people who are staked, right? So for those that are staked, normally it's 7 days after launch day. So from today, you count 7 days, 8 days, and then you try to claim. But what I've seen with another scam, Scotty the AI, right, which I believe the same people also are running, they now actually have this thing that I call forced staking, right? So you think that it's only 7 days after launch, but after the 7 days you try to claim, then the admins start to tell you what period did you choose, right? They're trying to trick you. There's no way that you will forget when you staked your tokens if you chose 30 or 30, 60 or 90 days. And then they start to try to convince you that you might have staked for 90 days, right? Which is absurd. Who would just stake for 90 days? It doesn't make any sense, right? So just let me know what is happening, right? Are you able to claim? And if you are staked after the 7 days, are you able to unstake? And if you can't, what reasons are they giving you? If they are giving you the story of you might have staked for 90 days, right, that's where the scam is, because their goal is to try to stabilize the price as much as possible. And let's now jump on DexTools to see exactly what is happening. So we can already see right here that the peak price that we actually did see is this one here, $1.40, but it just spiked and went right back down, right? And what is actually interesting about something like this, like this is a scam move, because there are these things called front running bots, right? So this purpose of these front running bots is to actually set the tone of the price for the market, right? Because the scammers, they know that a lot of people are stuck in staking, so they try to create a fictitious price from today up until the next like 3-4 weeks, right? Until people are able to claim. Like I said in the other scam, they are talking about unstaking only after 90 days, right? They're trying to convince investors that you must have chosen 90 days or 60 days or 30 days. So it means from today, if you can't claim after 7 days, you have to try 30 days. If you can't after 30, you have to try 60 days. If you can't after 60, you have to try 90 days. So it can be 3 months, right, from today, from the time that you can actually try to claim, which is ridiculous, right? So I'm going to be monitoring the price movement, but I think a lot of people were actually warned, because I covered this one quite early, right? I did warn people not to stake, right? Because once you stake, you can't sell. If the price pump, because once now they'll try to pump up the price, it can even go to $2, $3, $4, right? But a lot of people are stuck in staking. That's how the scam works. They create a fictitious price pump, allow some people to be able to claim, so that everything looks normal. People are happy, they are making 1x, 2x. Right now, no one is really making money, because the final price point was around $1.50, right? But then there are some people who bought in the earlier stages around like 43 cents. Those people, if they are able to actually sell right now, they will be able to make maybe a 10, 20, 30% profit, right? But there are also gas fees, because remember, they launch on ETH because they know that ETH has high gas fees, and because of that, it's a deterrent for people to sell, right? So let's just go to DexTools, check some of the transactions there, see what is happening, what the scam loads are up to, right? So let's just check. I like to check mainly the dolphins and the whales, but let's just check the dolphins for now, see what's happening with the dolphins. And if you notice this red icon here, these are all robots. It's not real people. These are all robots. So they set these robots, right, to create fictitious trading, right, to pump up the volume, right? They want to pump up the volume. So you can see 24-hour volume is 3.6 million and liquidity is only 372,000. Ridiculous, right? So these bots will be buying and selling, right, trying to create this fictitious price. So you can see there's one big transaction here that I did see. Let's check it out. So you can see there was a transaction of about 150, around 100,000, over 100,000 transaction that I saw here. And immediately there was a sell, right, by the front running bots. So as you can see, the scam lords are using these bots to try to set the market tone. So you can see 77,000 spent there. That's there. You see this one, 151,000 buy, immediately followed by a sell of 77,000. So you can see that they bought and sold for a loss, right? Do you see that? Because the price was $1.40, and immediately they went and sold. And what is actually interesting, let's check this wallet. It's the same wallet, AE13, right? AE13, and you can see majority of these trades are being done by the same wallet. These are front running bots, right? So real people, which ones are the real people, real investors? You just have to hide the front running bots here. So these ones are the real investors, right? Real people who actually are trading. But of course, the scammers can also still have some trades that they do manually as well. So you can see here there are a couple of buys here, sales. So let's see exactly what happened soon after launch. So soon after launch, there was the 43. See, these mainly come from the scammers, right? Immediately after launch, they buy, right? But there is also a strategy in these scammy tokens where soon after launch, if the price point makes sense, right, you can do a buy. But this price point doesn't really make sense to do a buy because it needs to be a lower price than in the pre-sale. And we know that the pre-sale ended with a price point of $1.50, right? Around $1.50. And the first price point was around 43 cents. So it doesn't make any sense for you to come up soon after launch to do a buy of like almost $2 here, right? That's $1.90. Buy $1.70, $1.40, $1.20. It doesn't make any sense, right? And then some sales start here. So there is these sales coming in for, you can see they sold for 18,000, for 41,000, $1.60, $1.50, right? And then the price fell after the $35,000 sale, went to 70 cents, right? And then we see here there's some couple of buys coming in. So the other thing is check the wallets, right, that are doing the buys and the selling. Sometimes you see, for example, look at this one. This is the same wallet. It's buying 9FB3. No doubt this is a scammer wallet, right? 9FB3 must be a scammer wallet, right? It's doing a buy at 2 buys, right? It might be an investor, but what I've seen is the scammers, they buy to try and create a price point that they want. But now it's becoming incredibly hard because people are starting to wise up. They're not staking anymore. A lot of people are able to sell, but they still force stake some people as well, right? They still force stake. You say, oh, you must have staked. And when you try to claim, you might make a mistake, right? Claim and stake instead of just claiming, right? So now you are claimed, but now you're staked, which means you only be able to get access to your tokens after the staking period, which can be anything between 7 days and 90 days, right? Forced staking, because they'll just say, that's what you must have done, right? So you see, it's the same wallets doing the buys here. So this is something that you need to actually check, right, when it comes to these front-running bots. So you can see the bots are still trading right there. It literally, this bot literally just gave away 70,000 because it bought for 151,000 and sold immediately for 77,000. So it's trying to create a price point. They're trying to create a price point that is higher to try and masquerade, because remember they collected like 9 million in here. So we just have to wait and see what is going to happen. But already the price is crashing. A lot of people will already be in the red, right? And no doubt, as more people are claiming, right, the price will continue to go down. But hopefully a lot of you are able to claim, right? But we do know the situation with these scammers, that it's only a few that are able to claim, and a lot of people will not be able to claim, or they are stuck in staking. Lots of stories, right? But there'll be sufficient number of people who are able to claim so that they can go and say, I've made a profit. Someone is celebrating right now, right? But you can see the price points here, even the price points that we saw here, the top prices, that not a lot of people actually made any money here, right? You can see the max price point was, is it $1.40? But I thought I saw something like $1.90 in some of the price points. So price, because you see this is the price, right? And if we check right here at the bottom, we can see some price. I think I saw some price points, $1.90 right here. Which wallets were these? Let's see, there's a 75AC, 181A96, D6, right? It's interesting because the price point that we see here, the max price point, is not really correlating in DexTools, because we see a max price point of $1.41, right? That's the max price point that we are seeing in here, right? And then the minimum is sitting at 52 cents, right? So it will be interesting to see what happens with this one. So this is what I wanted to just cover, so that this data that we did in this video, we can edit up as we see how the situation is developing in the Telegram group, as well as right in on the blockchain, right? See how the price is moving, and also let me know, are you able to claim, right? Are you able to sell? Just let me know. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.